So 1 minute now, and we're expecting comments from ECB's chip loan as well as the market on open imbalance.
Okay, we are at all-time highs, which means that is what we should favor. But these two indexes are not correlated at all. I mean, at all.
Ten seconds. Market on open imbalance, S&P 500 sell side 82 million, Nasdaq 100 buy side 103 million, Dow 30 sell side 43 million, Mag 7 buy side 62 million.
Okay, well, first off, there's absolutely no reason to take a trade when they look like this. It looks completely different. Right now, that is what I see. So obviously, 4 hours, we are bullish on both indexes. Hourly, we are bearish on ES. So we want to take out these lows. Perfect. Right now, there's absolutely no reason to take a trade. I am just going to mark out our Fibonacci extension.
Alphabet upsizes equity capital raise to $84.75 billion from $80 billion. Alphabet shares up 0.9% now. So Alphabet prices offer of 25.46 million a share at 355.1982 per share.
Okay, well, this is not great, but we got to see what happens. It's too early. We do have 10 a.m., so low-key wait for that. Since these two markets do not look that similar. Holy shit.
In 10 minutes time now at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time, we get the US S&P 500 PMI. This is the final read for May. Forecast 51 on the prior 50.9 with a range of 54.4 to 50.9. The composite PMI forecast 51.7 unchanged from the prior.
Holy market crash. Okay. In order for us to finish this SMT, we would need ES to sweep this out, and then we would move higher.
Alphabet sees net proceeds from the depository share offer at around $16.6 billion. Alphabet sees their capex increasing significantly against 2026. Canada's PM Carney says Canada still has the best trade deal with the US, but Canada shares the US's concerns about forced labor supply chains. Alphabet still sees their fiscal year
Okay, what
capex
are
at
we doing?
180 to $190 billion on estimates of $186.68 billion. So again, Alphabet saying they're going to be increasing their capex for next year significantly, but they're still seeing this year's capex unchanged.
All right, so Loki need it to take this out. Yeah.
Canada's PM Carney says new tariff will have no impact on most Canada-US trade. Carney says we support the overall objective of US proposal and say that how it's drafted will not impact the vast majority of Canadian exports.
Market is not really giving me much.
So in 5 minutes time now at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time, we get the US S&P Services PMI May final. Forecast 51 from the prior 50 spot 9 with a range of 54 spot 4 to 50 spot 9. Meta sells AI agent for businesses in a monetization push. Meta shares extending gains out of
Okay.
the open, they're up 2.5%.
So I really don't want to take shorts now because the SMT has been completed. So we just completed the SMT. So if I'm gonna take longs, we're gonna take longs on NQ. If I'm gonna take shorts, it's on ES. But it's looking like
Alphabet's May
longs.
Gemini app monthly active users are at above 900 million versus 400 million monthly active users year over year.
Okay. Sorry, I had to do that real quick. 4 hours, we're still bullish. Hourly, we are bearish, but 4 hours, we are bullish. Hourly, yeah. I would much rather want to take longs right now. We just swept out Asia lows on ES. So we might form a high time frame bullish S&T. You can argue, but even then, it's not even an entry for me. I don't think it's a good entry. I would rather just wait.
Alphabet says AI overviews now have over 2.5 billion users each month.
We have on here.
1 minute for the S&P Services PMI May final.
Apple, Amazon, Dell, Fly. Oh, Fly. Rocket Lab. NVIDIA, QS, Tesla, XPEV. XPEV. Boom. Alright, that should be everything. SPY.
Well, hello everybody. This is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
50 spot 7, 50 spot 7, lower than forecast 51, with the composite at 51 spot 5, 51 spot 5, lower than forecast 51 spot 7.
I mean, I'm not seeing any trade right now. Sure, is this a setup right here? But that was way too early.
Politico says that US House Speaker Johnson is to discuss AI framework with OpenAI's Altman.
I would look. This is just tough. Cause these lows look so easy, so clean, but we did not get a 5-minute retracement. I would rather wait, double check, make sure that we're okay, than sit here and take shorts and we get screwed.
We have posted the US S&P Services PMI May report on the feed for those interested.
See, it's not looking great. Like, there's no setup here. Believe it or not, we can delete all these because this is invalid. We have not gotten a retracement on ES yet. Those lows look
S&P
so...
now down 0.5%.
Why are we down? Okay, well, it is looking like shorts are the move. The only issue is we need a proper 5-minute retracement on ES. Gonna take it all in one candle. Holy. Market fucking crash. Really nothing to look at here. Nothing to trade.
In 10 minutes' time now, at the top of the hour, we get the US ISM Services PMI for the month of May. Forecast 53.8 on the prior 53.6, with a range of 54.9 to 52. The prices paid components forecast 72.3 on the prior 70.7. Employment forecast 48.8 on the prior 48, and new orders forecast 53.4 on the prior 53.5. We do also get the US factory orders data month over month for April. Forecast 4.6% on the prior 1.5, with a range of 6% to 0.5%. Durable goods revised, forecast 7.9%, unchanged from the prior. And core durable goods, forecast 1.1%, also unchanged from the prior. Now, keep in mind also at the top of the hour, we're expecting comments from US Treasury Secretary Bessent, who's due to be testifying before the Senate on Trump's 2027 budget request. We'll get a video on the feed for those interested.
We have one more low on ES. It's the last low. I don't think it's that crazy to wanna take it. We might as well wait for the 10 a.m. news. Absolutely no point in taking a trade right now. I would rather wait than try to force something. News comes out, completely flips in the other direction. I'm just gonna wait for news.
US Energy Secretary Wright, speaking on Fox News, just repeats that oil prices will come down after the Iran crisis ends. But again, Energy Secretary Wright speaking on Fox News now. In 5 minutes' time now, at the top of the hour, we get the US ISM Services PMI for the month of May. Forecast 53.8 from the prior 53.6, with a range of 54.9 to 52. Prices paid, forecast 72.3 from the prior 70.7. Employment, forecast 48.8 from the prior 48. And new orders, forecast 53.4 on the prior 53.5. We'd also get the US factory orders data for the month of April. Forecast is 4.6% on the month from the prior 1.5%, with a range of 6% to 0.5%. We also get the US durable goods April final, forecast 7.9% unchanged from the prior. Core durable goods, forecast 1.1% unchanged from the prior as well. Also, keep in mind at the top of the hour, we're expecting comments from US Treasury Secretary Bessent, who's testifying before the Senate on Trump's 2027 budget. And we do have a live video for this on the feed for those interested. And US Energy Secretary Wright has finished speaking on Fox. Again, he did just put out the one headline.
Yeah, might as well just wait. 39.57. No point on taking a trade right now. Absolutely no point.
One minute remaining. I'll lead with the US ISM Services PMI.
Zero reason to take a trade right now. Zero reason. Just wait.
10 seconds. 54 spot 5, 54 spot 5, higher than forecast, 53 spot 8. Prices paid 71 spot 3, 71 spot 3, lower than forecast, 72 spot 3. Employment 47 spot 9, 47 spot 9, which is lower than forecast, 48 spot 8. And new orders at 57 spot 3, 57 spot 3, higher than forecast, 53 spot 4. Factory orders month over month for April at 4.8%, 4.8%, higher than
That's
forecast,
why we wait.
4.6%. The core durable goods revised at 1.1% as expected. Durable goods revised at 8%, higher than forecast 7.9%.
Ooh, we did break structure on the 4-hour time frame though.
Noting some prior revisions to the factory orders month over month, revised up to 1.8% from 1.5%.
My friends, that is why we wait.
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
See, that's why we wait. That's why we wait. Because now it is low-key looking like...
Iraq's PM orders the resumption of operations by oil companies in Kurdistan region starting on Thursday, according to a statement. And we have posted the US ISM Services PMI May 2026 report on the feed for those interested. US stocks extending declines, the S&P is down around 0.4%, Nasdaq off 0.6%, with the Dow down 0.5%.
And that is why we wait, because low-key, look at this. We might be entering longs here. Because we'll have that bullish SMT.
Fitzwilliams, speaking on Yahoo Finance, says higher energy prices are driving up costs and inflation. Fitzwilliams says the economy has solid growth around 2%. The job market has stabilized. Williams says growth is still solid, employment is stable, and inflation is up quite a bit. Williams says, I expect inflation to peak in the next few months. And we've posted the factory orders April report on the feed for those interested. As Williams says, inflation is elevated in the goods sector and energy-related forces. Williams says, if the Strait of Hormuz opens, inflation is to peak in the next couple of months. But does add that inflation is also elevated in tech due to AI.
Filing season.
Williams says hopefully energy prices will stabilize. Williams says, right now, I'm not worried about persistent inflation.
This is our setup. We have a 1-minute bearish S&T as well. We need the break. We did not break.
But Williams says, I do not expect long-running increases in energy prices.
Why we wait? It's why we wait, brothers.
But Williams says new tariffs are not a large impulse on inflation.
Taxpayer rights. Many Finance Committee member priorities are included in the bill, along with a series of long-requested provisions from the tax practitioners as well as the National Taxpayer.
If we close above this, then we're looking long.
Advancing this legislation in the very near future, and welcome any comments from you on it.
Fed Williams says monetary policy is in exactly the right place. No need to raise or lower rates.
Move forward with other priorities with a bipartisan foundation in this committee, such as establishing clear and durable tax rules for digital assets. Mr. Secretary, we're very glad to have you with us today and look forward to your remarks. And with that,
Williams says upside risks to inflation have increased.
Thank you very much. lots to work on. Now, colleagues, it was just a matter of time before the Trump administration set the new high water mark for public corruption. That moment arrived a little more than 2 weeks ago with the settlement of Trump's ridiculous.
As Williams said, I don't see an obvious argument to change interest rates right now.
For Congress to examine it. So let's start by zooming out to get a full appreciation of how this whole situation has been. Donald Trump sued his own administration for $10 billion over a tax return leak that happened on his watch. A judge appeared ready to toss the lawsuit, so Trump rushed a settlement for personal gain. The acting attorney general went out yesterday and said they're not moving forward with the $1.8 billion insurrection slush fund. The other part of this settlement apparently remains in place, and that is the part that presents the biggest direct benefit to Trump. Todd Blanche let Trump off the hook.
But Williams says the Fed will need to respond if conditions change.
Canceling what's reported to be a long-running dispute with the IRS.
Williams says I don't see forward guidance as particularly helpful.
This is annoying as fuck. I don't need to hear that.
And as policy is modestly restrictive.
Okay, well, we're in clear longs.
But Williams says the whole market has come to its own conclusions on monetary policy. And Williams says the bond market has been very data dependent on determining its policy view.
Okay, brother, we need a 5-minute retrace. Please give it to us. Right now. Yeah. That's all I see.
As Williams says, I expect inflation to be lower next year. Williams says we are not far from a neutral interest rate.
We need a proper 5-minute retrace.
They pursue it solely.
As Williams says, there is still some downward pressure on underlying inflation.
Pursue it solely for its sake.
Alright, bruh. Fuck. Gonna need a retracement one way or the other. Absolutely no imbalances here. Or anything.
Fitzwilliam says, I don't plan to change public speaking work under new Fed leadership.
You want to film in 30 frames per second or frames per second? You are a video editor. Get back to work. Your capacity for doing something that sucks, doing something that is hard and challenging, increases as you do it more. A lot of you are like it does not care at all. If they need to take shit, if they need to do what they do, they are going to do it there. They don't care if there's people around them. They don't care if it's in the middle of the street. They don't care if there's. When are you going to realize that the people who this guy knows?
Israel's PM Netanyahu says Trump and I agree on the main things regarding Iran. This is on CNBC. Netanyahu did say he's not getting into the details on Trump comments on his call.
All right, bro.
And we need a way to get nuclear material out of Iran.
Yeah, no shit. We can't take a single trade until we get a proper retracement into some sort of continuation confluence. 5-minute equilibrium, 5-minute fair value.
Israel's PM Netanyahu says, I want to focus on Iran nuclear program.
Or a 5-minute fair value gap. Other than that, I'm unwilling to take a trade, but this is exactly why we waited. Sure, we completely dumped during market open, and I think that was kind of given. We had all these 4-hour relative equal lows. We did miss one right here.
Israel's PM Netanyahu says we have common goals but tactical disagreements.
But I find
the relationship with Trump hasn't shifted.
I find it really hard to believe that we were going to continue to move lower. I mean, we are at we literally hit all-time highs during market open, so on NQ at least. Because of that, again, I'm
Treasury Secretary Bessent again testifying. We've got a video on the feed, just saying the Trump tax bill averted over $5 trillion increase in taxes.
All I want to see is us to get a 5-minute retracement, ideally into fair value gap equilibrium, and a 1-minute break structure or inverse fair value gap on both.
If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
Consequences of the Iran war. U.S. Secretary of State Rubio says the administration believed that a nuclear-armed Iran was worse. And Israel's PM Netanyahu says we need to demilitarize Lebanon. So we're in 10 minutes time now at the bottom of the hour. See the release of the weekly EIA inventories numbers. Crude oil inventories forecast is a draw of 3.05 million on the prior draw of 3.327 million, with a range seeing draws of 2 million to 4.789 million expected. Gasoline inventories forecast a draw of 2.45 million on the prior draw of 2.572 million. Distillate inventories forecast a draw of 1.95 million on the prior draw of 2.107 million. And crude Cushing inventories, the prior was a draw of 2.9794 million.
We literally can't trade this.
So keep in mind last night's API crude oil stock chain showed a larger than expected draw of 6.75 million on estimates of 3.6 million.
Come on, guys. Are we gonna get our 5-minute retracement, or are we gonna sit here and wait? Want to take longs. I want to take longs. We have to tap into the gap. Da, 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 da. Haven't even tapped into the gap yet. Continue to want to be on some bullshit. Cannot and will not take a trade until that happens.
We have put out the article via CNBC for those interested with reference to Israel's PM Netanyahu's comments. We're now 5 minutes away from the bottom of the hour where we get the weekly EIA inventories numbers. Crude oil inventories forecast a draw of 3.05 million on the prior draw of 3.327 million. The range sees a draw of 2 million to a draw of 4.789 million. Keep in mind the US API stock change came out last night with a larger than expected draw of 6 million on estimates of around 3. The gasoline inventories forecast a draw of 2.45 million on the prior draw of 2.572 million. Distillate inventories forecast a draw of 1.95 million on the prior draw of 2.107 million. Crude Cushing inventories, the prior was a draw of 2.794 million.
A pretty big stop.
Israel's PM Netanyahu to CNBC says it's not over in Iran, but they are weakened. So again, Netanyahu saying it's not over. One minute remaining. We'll lead with the EIA crude oil inventories. Ten seconds. CNBC reports that OpenAI's Altman will meet with Jeffries on the Hill today. Crude, a draw of 7.974 million, a draw of 7.974 million, deeper than the expected draw of 3.05 million. Gasoline, a build of 3.364 million, that's a build of 3.364 million, higher than the expected draw of 2.45 million. Crude Cushing inventories were a draw of 0.583 million, that's a draw of 0.583 million, and distillate inventories a build of 1.5 million, a build of 1.5 million, which is less than the expected draw of 1.95 million.
Type 2.
We have posted the EIA weekly inventories reports on the feed for those interested. Israel's PM Netanyahu says Israel and US forces are ready if needed in Iran. And Netanyahu adds that I'll leave it to Trump if military escalation is needed. So Israel's PM Netanyahu says Israel is ready to resume full-scale escalation. Netanyahu adds that opening the Strait of Hormuz is possible militarily.
Oh, shut up.
Crude futures extending gains.
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
US petroleum inventories dropped to their lowest since May of 2025. The IEA also reports that US crude stockpiles in the SPR fell in the latest week to the lowest since January of 2024.
Shit ain't looking too good, brothers. Not looking good.
Israel's PM Netanyahu says Iran has not yet agreed to getting nuclear material out, but there is pressure building.
Oh shit. Why does he keep talking? This is the break even point. Once N cube taps here, we'll go break even, but till then we can't really do shit.
Treasury Secretary Bessent says we have spending and a growth problem. Possibility of sub 4% deficit GDP ratio by the end of term.
A plus setup, guys. Regardless how this goes, A plus setup. 2.25, so 22 points.
Treasury Secretary Bessent says, I met with big large language model labs in San Francisco on Saturday.
Okay. $52. Give the selling pressure.
U.S. Secretary of State Rubio says U.S. forces are protecting commercial ships transiting Hormuz.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't it one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
All right, so we lost $248 on that. Fortunate.
And Secretary of State Rubio says Iran is responding to Hormuz transits with regional attacks. Bessent says inflation is going to be a short-term blip. And Israel's PM Netanyahu ends remarks on CNBC.
What happened? did break structure.
next to road. This is by all means, if we just want to go higher without taking them out, that's completely fine.
According to Israel's Hayom, citing Al Jadid, says Saudi Arabia is holding talks with the US, aiming at supporting the Lebanese position to prepare the ground for an Israeli withdrawal and the deployment of the Lebanese army in the area. This is according to American sources cited by the Lebanese channel Al Jadid.
Ooh, sing. He ain't got no money, yeah. Ooh, sing. He ain't got no money, yeah. Ooh, sing. He ain't got no money, yeah. Ooh, sing. He ain't got no money, yeah.
He's long. Market doesn't even know what it wants to do. Honestly, it is looking decent for this. I don't
The
know.
Canadian dollar weakened spot 3% to an 8-week low against the US dollar.
It's hard to tell where we even want it to go. I mean, this market. Not what we like to see.
Russia's Saratov oil refinery has halted operations since May 31st following a drone attack.
We're gonna want to take that out. Is our break even?
Voice used disconnected.
What is it? I love it. At the end of the day, what's been resonating and what gets me so inspired is people want the truth. They don't want to get lied to. They want to know somebody's heart and I to my authentic self and express how I feel about.
The German 10-year yield rises 5 basis points to 3.03%, the highest level since May 22nd.
Not a dog is fair, but I know what people.
Besson says I do intend to pursue a deficit ratio of 3 point something.
Governor,
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
Nursing school. Today we are say I have a summer job. It's been so hard to hide just a couple months. So I usually babysit as I can. Recently I babysitting toddlers, which is kind of that stroller. And to me, second.
I don't buy it. Don't buy it. Like
Let's see, bro. I mean, I need us to take out these lows for us to move stops to break. It's been sitting here. I don't like 1, 2, 3 relative equal highs. I don't like that at all. Like, at all. But we'll see what happens. Just does not want to move today. Like anywhere. It doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to choose a direction. Yeah, like relative equal lows everywhere.
So similar to comments from Israel's PM Netanyahu, we've got Al Hadath citing Israeli chief of staff over the Haifa base and says there is no ceasefire in Lebanon for our forces. The US post documents on aluminium, steel, and copper tariffs. The new US copper, steel, and aluminium tariffs are to start on June 8th at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time. Besant says we're focused on China predatory pricing legacy in minerals.
We've been on here way too long, bruh.
The US gives the EU, UK, and South Korea, as well as others, a cutout from metal tariffs.
What are we doing, bro? Got shit to do. Cross the lows. I don't want to be in this any longer. Market is literally doing nothing. 2 days this week where we did absolutely nothing. Daring to do something. Take out those lows on NQ. I'm moving stops to break. Five. Finally, some motion. Oh, come on, bro. Daily fair value gap to the downside.
The US says the new metals tariffs are to last until December 31st, 2027.
Okay, keep all five here. We not go to the daily fair value gap. I should just hop off, bro. They're like, look at this. We got stopped at break even. It's time to hop off. It is already 11:30. No point on even sitting on here anymore. Yeah, like we're just keep going back and forth. I want to take long. I wanted longs. Like that's what I wanted today, but the market gave us nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing today. Yeah. I'm gonna just hop off like that. At this point, there's no point in even sitting here. Yeah. Just got preserved the capital. Alright, so we lost 248 minus that daily fair value gap looks so clean, bruh. Oh, do I really want to trade that? It's not in our system anymore. 750, right? Minus 750. All right, so we lost $240.50. Yeah. I don't really see this thing doing anything today. I really want to take shorts, but man, there's no entry. There's absolutely no entry. Here we go. Come on, you.
Iran's Foreign Minister Criekki on X said our armed forces are conducting self-defense strikes on sites the US is permitted to use to attack civilian shipping and violate the ceasefire.
Come on. Daily fair value gap at the bottom. Come on. Let's go, you. Ah, bruh. Don't do that. Alright, if we get stopped out this, we're absolutely hopping off.
Well, hello everybody, this is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
Sure. I don't know.
Right. That's not somewhere.
Oh, we're fine. Bruh. We just go. Let's just go straight to my draw. For too long to. Sorry, now we really can't. Go anywhere. It's already not. It's already noon, bro. We've been on here for way too long. Get changed.
Fitch ratings say Germany's economy is set to benefit as Europe raises defense spending.
Finally, are we getting some movement? Here, really, it goes all the way down. Decent now. Might be able to leave. Wait very patiently. Come on. Right there. Daily fair value gap. Let's fill it. All in for that. We're too close now. Sit here. Up. 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 Waiting. Patient. Enter right there. Oh, we literally can't leave. I know the market doesn't want to move. Call JP Morgan. You can leave once it moves. Might just hop off, bro. I don't want to. This is the push we needed. The I almost want to double down, but that's a dumbass idea. Draw.
US Secretary of State Rubio repeats that the US is not withholding military aid to Taiwan, it's under review. So it's similar to what he said in his testimony earlier this week. US Treasury Secretary Besson says we have all the makings for a very strong economy.
You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
Star Wars project seeks to avoid sequel single.
In France 24 News, US Trade Representative Greer says both the US and the EU are committed to compliance with their trade agreements.
Oh, we can't move. Hmm. This is just, bro. What are we doing? I've been on here too long.
This is one. This image. It's the is typically this is basic. And that's active.
Market is just testing patience today. Can't even go on a walk. I can't even go anywhere. Wait. Literally can't go anywhere now. Like, cannot.
US Trade Representative Greer says a 15% tariff on EU goods in Turnberry Agreement is the deal, and a deal is a deal. The yen weakens to a session low of 160.02 per the US dollar.
Guys, we've been on here for almost 3 hours. If I sit on here for 3 hours and actually lose money because we took an initial loss, I'm gonna be a little upset. Just a tad upset. We have the daily fair value gap right here. Come on, bro. Market's doing a whole bunch of nothing. Can we fucking move? Please. Just so annoying. Says I've been streaming for exactly 2 hours and 45 minutes. We've been in this trade. This is just the chop of doom. Oh my god. We chop here, then we chop here, chop here. It's just... Yeah, but you look on a 5-minute time frame, we look... Actually, no, we don't look any better. I'm gonna be a bit upset if we don't even... Please do something. I want to get out of here. The market literally doesn't want to do anything. We have been chopping around. Initial moves down, chop, 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 chop. I don't understand. Do I just leave? Like, I can't sit here any longer. All right, at 9:30, I am leaving. I am dead ass leaving this chart, and I'm going to just let it do whatever the fuck it wants to do. I'm tired of sitting here. I am so tired of sitting here. The market is testing my patience. Fine, that's okay, but not for this long. Good. Holy chop of doom, guys. I have been on here for almost 3 hours and I'm just sitting here annoyed. The market today, what is happening? We have been in a short for 2 hours. Bro, today is just... Can we move? The market move, please. I'd rather be done. Oh my god, we have been chopping around for 3 fucking hours. 3 hours. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I want to move on with my day, but I can't just sit here. I'm trying to manage. Market has no direction today. I don't know what is up. I don't know why we've been chopping around for 3 fucking hours. 3 hours. I am sitting. I cannot leave until it's done. I literally can't leave. Please do something. Alright, we might as well start pulling out the magnet method. Boom. Let's have some fun with this. Let's pull out the magnet. And let's start mining it. Please, bro. I'm tired of this. Go, 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 go. Yo? Is this it? Is this it? Come on. Alright, we're moving stops here. Oh my god, that was it. Yo. Come on, last TP. No way I timed that correctly. That's funny. Alright, we're moving stops here. Holy shit, that shit took forever. Alright, we are currently up $318. Final TP, can we hit it? Can we hit it? Wow, took forever. Thank you. Thank you, Magnet Method. Magnet Method is unpatched. How did it even hit if we didn't even target that? Magnet Method for the win. Imagine as soon as I pulled it out, that's when we got it. Crazy work. Go, 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 go. I think we can hop off now. I think we're clear. Take that out. All right. TP1 and TP2 hits. Closed by TP. Thank you. Thank you today. Finally, we can be done for the day and get off of this shit. Look at it. Look at this. We have the magnet method here. All right. Oh, yeah. Feels good, man. Feels good. $9:30. I said I was getting out at 9:30. Finally, I mean, TP2 hit. We're up 300 and 250 right now, but so far $300. I would like to see us take out the final TP here. That would be ideal, but honestly, not looking too bad. Not looking too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Let's see if we can hit final TP here. NQ is still way below, way above this low. So let's see if we can do that in the next 8 minutes. Soon, Nala, soon. We'll be able to leave soon. I kind of wanted to double down on it, but Hey, no complaints, no complaints. Get this for, how much is this? 14.75 points. Not too shabby. I do say so myself. Wow, that took forever. I mean, the market took forever today. Absolutely forever. Come on, take it out. Last TP.
US Treasury Secretary Bessent says corporate tax cut is not a giveaway. It adds output capacity.
Bang, 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 bang. 3 hours later. Shut up. 3 hours later. 3 hours later. Thank you. Thank you, ES. Wow. Took forever. Puts us $331 today and 25 cents. 25 cents. Wow. Finally. Full TP hit. We can go now. Alright, so if we lost 248 minus 331.25. Good trade, guys. Good trading. Good trading, guys. Good trading. Now we can totally be done. Alright. So, oops. 331.25 minus 248. So technically this is our profit of the day. Subtracting our first loss on the first account. Call me crazy, but it is what it is. And yeah, now we just continue to dump. But other than that, very good day, just a long one. So I will see you guys. What's tomorrow? Thursday. So peace out.